Amazon Wholesale is completely different in 2025. You are getting left behind by using methods in 2022 which no longer work. Today, I'm going to break down exactly the new methods that you need to be doing in order to capitalize off Amazon Wholesale in 2025. Stick around to the end of the video. There's going to be a lot of gems and you don't want to miss out. So get your notepads out and make sure that you stay watching. So in 2022 and around COVID time, the way Amazon Wholesale worked is you would literally find a product and go to a wholesaler near you, like a local wholesaler, like the one that we're at now, and you would be able to buy in bulk, negotiate a little bit, and the price on Amazon would usually be a lot more than what you're getting it for at standard wholesale price. However, in 2025, this has completely changed. Obviously, there's saturation involved. People can go to these wholesalers, a lot more Amazon sellers. And anyway, in terms of distribution and supply chain, things have changed a lot in terms of the economy. You need to be going to the brands directly and even the manufacturer, and that is how you're going to squeeze your margins and actually make good profit off Amazon Wholesale. So if someone is teaching you to go to like local wholesalers long term and also generic wholesalers that you can find online and make an account so easily with, the chances are your profitability is going to be low. Everyone's going to be getting it from there and they don't know what they're doing. So I'm going to show you today step by step what you need to be doing with Amazon Wholesale, starting with brand directs. So brand direct, what exactly is that? Now brand direct is where you actually go to the brand owner and look to open an account directly with them and stock their products directly from them. Now, why is this beneficial in 2025 and on Amazon in general? Well, the brands usually have lower minimum order quantities. Now, a minimum order quantity, especially when it comes to working with big brands and distributors, is where they require you to spend a certain amount to actually place an order because they have logistics and you need to be worth their time. Now, the reason why brand direct is so good is because brand direct minimum order quantities are a lot lower than wholesalers. Wholesalers minimum orders are usually sometimes £1,000 plus, 3,000, 5,000. I mean, one I know was like 50,000 per month. Brands often is around 300 to 500 pounds, and that's a lot more easier to deal with as a beginner, someone who wants to start out and test things. So that's why I always recommend brand direct. And also think about it, if you're going to the brand directly, what are you going to have? You're going to have better prices because you're going straight to the source. Think about it that way as well. The wholesaler has to make money and they're getting it from the brand. So then you're losing out because you're almost like a consumer. So you are third in the supply chain. Whereas if you go to the brand directly, you cut out the wholesaler and you become the second in command, which means better prices. And also you have a better turnaround time. You won't have to wait for the wholesaler to get in stock, deliver you the items. You just go straight to the brand, ask how much you want, get rolling quantities per month, and it will often come to you a lot sooner. And that's the beauty of brand direct. So how to actually find brands. Now, there's a few methods that I use using software, which I can't really go through in the video because those are quite sacred. And also we're going in person today. So I'm gonna show you how you can actually leverage going to local wholesalers to your advantage to find brands. So as you can see, we're in a local wholesaler right now and there's tons of products around us. We've got health, sort of kitchen cleaning products here. We've got loads of different products. Now, what you can do is go to these wholesalers almost as if you're doing retail arbitrage, which is going into stores and scanning, but actually use this to find brand owners and find products. So for example, I'm gonna pick this product up over here, which I've actually found before. And as you can see, what we do, we look at the back of the product. It's very simple. And as you can see, it will come up with the brand owner. So the brand owner here is Wreck-It. And that's the thing with working with brands directly. It says Brasso, but the brand owner is actually Wreck-It. Now it tells us their telephone number, their address, and this is the crucial information that we need to get in touch with a brand. Now, Wreck-It, I've contacted them before. They are a very, very big brand. It's quite hard to work with them. So these ones, go for it, go and call them and see for yourself that it might be difficult to open an account with. So look for a few smaller brands, ones which maybe aren't in every retailer, ones maybe you haven't seen before, you don't know. Those ones are often a lot easier to open accounts with. So similarly, again, Lynx. This is a very, very big brand. And these types of brands on Amazon, often it's going to be very difficult to get margin. So don't go for the shiny object, which is Lynx and all these big brands for you want to maybe achieve like, oh, I work with this brand or I achieve this brand. Focus on the smaller brands. Trust me, it will be a lot more worthwhile. Something like Lynx, these are things you can maybe get from wholesalers, but I would recommend smaller brands first. Go brand direct when you start Amazon Wholesale. And what happens is when you go brand direct, some of them actually will provide you with distributors, and then you can also search for distributors using the brands. There's certain methods to do that. and you end up getting yourself a list of distributors, then you can go and have a look at them, see if they've got other products as well. If they've got other products, then you source those products as well. So that's just how it works, and why you should always go to the brand directly first. Now, one thing you might ask is what category to actually go for. Now, every single category on Amazon actually has a lot of gems, but what I would say to you, if you are a beginner and you're looking to do brand direct Amazon in 2025, focus on one niche at a time. Something that I'm doing is focusing on a niche at a time. It just makes things a lot easier from my experience. When I first started, I started with beauty, and I just went through the whole of beauty, found good sub niches within beauty. So for example, let's say you have beauty, you might have hair care, for example. You focus solely on hair care to start with, then you got maybe like face washes and those things, focus on that, eyelash stuff, and go step by step through the category, really get the most out of it before then moving on to something else. Because often there's a lot of gems on the table that you're missing out of, so make sure that you look deep into it, and in that way you'll be able to get some success. Now with wholesale, people still call it Amazon wholesale, it's very, very different when you do your first order. Your first order is not really about making big profit. In terms of your return on investment, you're looking at maybe like a 15%, 20% on your first order. Sometimes I've got lucky and I've had ones which are 40, 50% on the first order, but really and truly you're looking to test. Amazon wholesale listings are very, very different to normal standard listings. There's a lot more competition, and the competition is a lot more aggressive. People have thousands of units. They might have better prices than you because they've been on these listings longer. Amazon might favor them to win the buy box. So when you are going into a new brand and you're looking to list it on Amazon, test order always first. That's why you want to work with brands, because it's got lower order quantities as well. So you're not splashing loads of money and then losing it, whatever. You're doing a test order. You'll know your analysis anyway, so you won't be buying anything that won't sell. It will sell. It's just how quickly will it sell? Will it be profitable, or will the price drop? Because prices do drop on wholesale as well. You need to test it. Once you test it, see whether it's worth restocking. Then if it's worth restocking, that's when you can start negotiating. You can talk to the sort of brand, you know, I want this price, I'm going to be ordering this much per month, and I want X price. Don't be afraid. Tell them what you want. Often in life, when you tell people directly what you want, that is when you achieve what you want. Don't be shy. Don't try and like beat around the bush. Oh, can we get this? And then we'll do this. Just be direct. Say, we want this price. We're going to buy this amount per month. What can you do for us? And if they match it, they match it. If they try to sort of be near to that, again, stick to your ground, try and negotiate, and then obviously find a middle ground with them or get what you want. And that is a good way to then leverage the brand and then continue working with them monthly and continuing ordering from them. So the test order is so important, and then the negotiation is also important. Now, another approach to Amazon wholesale, the more updated version in 2025, is brand exclusivity. Now, brand exclusivity is where you actually go to the brand and you look to work with them to launch their products on Amazon that aren't on Amazon already, or you look to sort out their existing listings on Amazon by providing them value and giving them some information on why they need help, which are sort of things you can think about, but you do need to have a plan on them. This does take a lot longer. It's not easy. Sometimes it can take a year to even sort it out because they've got to do a lot of things on their end. But when you do get it, it's guaranteed income. You're working with contracts, you're working with brands. This is the end goal to Amazon wholesale, which is brand exclusivity. Now, what I recommend is while you're doing your brand direct sourcing, you also want to have a look at certain brands and think, is there an opportunity for exclusivity? And if so, maybe work with them a few months, buying their stock in bulk, putting it on Amazon, and then maybe speak to them, be like, listen, we want to do the exclusivity with you, we want to handle the Amazon side of things. And if you've already got a relationship, it'll be a lot easier as well. So brand exclusivity is really, really good. Me, myself, I've done 1 or 2 brand exclusivity deals. I've still got a few more that I'm working on. They do take a lot of effort, but they are worth it in the end, and you should always be working towards that, because that is what actually does stabilize the monthly recurring income. Although the brand direct stuff does as well, this will really, really stabilize things because you're working in contracts. And there's also scalable growth because you're in control of the listings as well a lot more. So I would say have these 2 things side by side, brand direct, brand exclusivity, and this will actually help you build a promising Amazon portfolio in 2025. Not like the old way that people are telling you to just come to these types of wholesalers and buy products. It's very, very rare you're going to find something good. Come to these places, these local places, to actually have a look at the brands, get a feel for what is selling, get a feel for prices, and then go from there. Now, what's the best way to break this all down and learn this? Me, myself, when I got into this, I got mentored. I paid someone to kind of learn about Amazon wholesale and spoke to various different 7-figure, 6-figure sellers about how they do it. So I would always recommend, if you are going to start Amazon wholesale, have around 1.5K plus because that will help with learning and also your first order. If you have that, then I would recommend get involved in some sort of mentoring. I mean, we offer Amazon wholesale mentoring at SS University. We've done serious numbers, and we've had students who have hit numbers like 25K in their first month. They're doing 5-figure months now due to Amazon wholesale and the strategy that I use. So if you do want to start and you're looking for that clear path and you're ready to go all in, then make sure to check the link in the description where I'll leave how you can apply and to see whether this is something that will be for you. So this is Amazon wholesale in 2025. Make sure to leave a comment if you're interested in starting Amazon wholesale. And if so, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.